There is less than 10 days till Mr. Pandaria's launch, and people are excited. We're going back to Mr. Pandaria, but classic this time. And yeah, I know, I get it. A lot of people aren't that excited. But for quite a few people, this is a return to a version of the game that is not retail, but it's not classic, and people are, quotation marks, excited for what that means. And I'm gonna be real, it's relatively fun. There's nothing wrong with it. And a lot of the hating and dooming on MoP, it's kind of getting pointless at this point. It's not for everybody, and that is fair. But the things that they've done, the changes they've made, have made Mr. Pandaria a very exciting experience for a lot of people. The meta has shifted. They're throwing variables at play that make the gameplay exciting. If you played Cataclysm, you'll know what I'm talking about. The Twilight dungeons, just adding that flavor, that difficulty, that content to the game to let people keep playing and enjoying themselves. And we also know that there's accelerated phasing, so it's not going to take 2.5 years like I did the first time around Siege of Orgrimmar taking 13 months. We're looking at about 15 to 16 months at the longest, close to probably 13 months of Cataclysm Classic. So if you're looking forward to Warlords of Draenor or being merged into retail because we're not sure what's coming next, you're not going to have to wait that long. We're going to find out pretty soon what the future of Mr. Pandaria Classic is. But as of right now, you get to have some fun. And hey, that's what we're all here for. That's what we're all playing World of Warcraft for, is fun at the end of the day. But now that we've got Mr. Pandaria out the way, there's actually some interesting things happening over an Anniversary. But before I touch on Anniversary, we're going to talk about Season of Discovery and Classic Era, because this week was brutal. It dropped to 12,900 players in Season of Discovery. It is almost lower than Era in regards to players. Era has been comfortably sitting at 12,000, 13,000 people, fluctuating. It goes up a couple hundred, down a couple hundred, nothing super major. But Era being at 12,200 is sad because SoD is now at 12,900. That means next week SoD will be lower in player count than Era. A lot of SoD players are disappointed and frustrated, and they're looking forward to the future, to Classic Plus, to, I don't know, Warlords of Draenor Classic, I guess, or towards Midnight WoW. Some are even looking forward to TBC Anniversary. And the SoD player base is split across multiple platforms, multiple different games, different MMOs in fact, so that there's no real concern of where the SoD player base went. But a lot of them disappeared, and I get it. I miss SoD as well. Amazing game mode, but it's been over for a while. We're effectively watching the game mode, that a lot of people's favorite game mode, die before our eyes, and that is a tragedy I kind of don't want to talk about that much more. So this is probably the last time I mention SoD's player numbers. Rest in peace, SoD. It is what it is. But now, Anniversary. AQ pre-patch just dropped, I guess if you call it pre-patch, but AQ's phase began, the war effort. And it was turned in one day on a lot of servers. I'm sure there might be a server or two that hasn't turned it fully in yet, but effectively AQ40 is gonna begin at its earliest convenience. No, quite literally, the time it takes for the war effort to walk towards the gates and trigger the gong to be able to be hit so people can enter AQ. The minimum time frame, I think it's 5 days. I don't want to be super confident in saying that, but next week you're gonna be able to go into AQ40 and a raid, have fun, and just enjoy the experience that Ahn'Qiraj is. I know a lot of people hate on AQ. I'm one of them. I'm a vocal hater of AQ. I don't think it's a good raid, but it's a fun raid for quite a few people. So if you're looking forward to AQ40, have fun. Go in there, slay yourself an old god, get some dope loot if you haven't done the rank 14 grind, because if you've done the rank 14 grind, there really isn't that much loot for you to get. But not counting that, you can just have a pretty good time, a pretty good experience for the next couple of weeks in AQ40, well, I want to say about 3-ish months, give or take, in prep for Naxxramas, and just enjoy your time in AQ40. But I do want to have one caveat here. Anniversary dropped about almost 5,000 players on the day that the war effort began. And that's kind of concerning, because that just effectively shows me and a lot of other people that people aren't that excited for AQ40 and they're playing Anniversary in preparation for the future. And that is okay as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if Anniversary's population numbers dropped another 5, 3, 4k each week in the build-up, where it stabilizes around 60, 65k players. And that's a good amount of players. That's healthy. People gotta stop saying a game is dead because it's got 50,000 players. Most companies would kill for 50,000 players. And the fact that we're over here saying dead MMO, dead game, 70,000 people, dead. What are people talking about? Calm the fuck down. The game is alive and healthy. It might not be for you, but it's healthy. I'm not playing Anniversary right now. I'm skipping AQ. I'm gonna come back in Nax. But calling it a dead game is a lie. Anniversary is doing just fine. Even if the play numbers are dropping, it doesn't mean it's a dead game. But now that we've covered that, there's another little bug that happened, and that's the Blackwing Lair dailies. That's right, you can now do Blackwing Lair daily. Not for very long, mind you. There was a bug that happened with Broodlord. You know how you have to do the quest line to get your Scarab Lord, and the numbers on it are a little wonky. But you can do Blackwing Lair twice in 1 week, and that's kind of cool. It lets more people get Scarab Lord. It's kind of wonky that the bug happened. So Blizzard trying to address it with just giving everybody an extra lockout that's cool. Will a lot of guilds be able to do it? Because I know a lot of people have specific raid times. A lot of guilds will probably not even be able to do it at all. But a lot of sweaty guilds will now get an extra Scarab Lord. And hey, congrats on your Scarab Lord. But talking about Blackwing Lair, that's just a minor thing. Because we got another world record. They just did a world record for Blackwing Lair a couple weeks ago. And they world recorded their world record. 10 minutes and 31 seconds. Now the countdown doesn't start till after Razorgore, right? So from Razorgore up until killing Nefarian, 10 minutes and 31 seconds. That is an insane feat. That is an insane achievement. People don't realize how wild that is, that they killed Blackwing Lair in 10 minutes and 31 seconds. Now, this world record was completed by Eternal. It's a guild, they did an amazing job, but it's just absolutely insane to me what the classic player base has gotten. It used to be that if you did an hour clear of Blackwing Lair, you were in a decent guild back in 2019. And then it was 45 minutes, 40-minute Blackwing Lair clears back in 2019. I think my guild was 39 minutes, 40 minutes. I don't remember the exact amount back then. And I was pretty proud of my guild. We were doing a good job. And I think the world record at the time was around 20-ish minutes. So the fact that from 2019 to Season of Mastery to SoD to Anniversary, we have half the time it takes to complete Blackwing Lair. It's a testament to the skill the classic player base keeps investing into the game. They keep getting better and better. They keep raising the skill bar higher and higher. I'm really excited to see what AQ40 is. Are they going to finish AQ40 in 20 minutes somehow? Is that even possible? It's going to be interesting to see where the player base's skill in regards to classic takes them. Because over in retail, they did the one button rotation and they're simplifying the game. Whereas we in the classic community are overcomplicating the game to give ourselves more things to do, more fun activities, more ways to play the game and break it down. Now though, I want to cover retail for a tiny segment here. 11.2 and the player housing leak. Now 11.2 is Koresh, you get to fight Dementia. I'm not going to talk about it too much. It looks cool, it's interesting. It's not exactly my jam. I'm not super excited about it, but it's something that is worth mentioning, that retail is getting better and better with each phase, each update, each patch they do. And it's got me really excited for Midnight WoW, which brings me on to the next point, player housing. There are now HOAs in your player housing. I am going to be running a HOA with a bunch of other content creators. We're going to get together and I'm going to be kicking people out of the HOA if their lawn is not cut properly. If they put random shit in their front yard. It's going to be pretty fun, but the fact that they've introduced HOAs to the game, it's hilarious, and I'm really looking forward to player housing. I know it's going to be a gimmick, it's not going to be there for a super long time, but it's got a reward track, a battle pass for your house. Are you excited to log in and do your house daily so you can unlock the battle pass items to put inside your house so you can flex on all the e-girls? I'm going to Goldshire, and I'll see you all there as well. But nonetheless, the future of Classic is looking good, and everybody's excited for the future, with Classic Plus on the horizon, and Gamescom coming up pretty soon on August 20th. We are gonna see what the future for all of World of Warcraft holds, and I can't wait to explore all of that with all of you. Thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. If you hated it, understandable. Dislike and subscribe and become a dedicated hater. We don't half-ass hate on this channel, we full-ass it. Thank you all, Ebenhard out. Peace.